Hey y'all, it's Jillian,
It's Lauren.
and welcome to
Took a conversation.
Yay, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How's your snow day going? I heard you got some snow today.
Y'all, we have gotten the second snow of the month of December. Today is the 8th on Monday, and our first one was on Friday. So I've had a nice little extended December winter break, pre-winter break before the real winter break in coming up in 2 weeks. But I promise you, I woke up this morning like around like 7:30. Since I've gotten up, and it's 7 o'clock now, and it's still snowing. Like
Crazy.
nonstop, 20-mile-per-hour winds.
It's
Like
magical though. It's like December, Christmas
it
time.
is. I've been watching outside on the front porch, taking that fresh air, crisp, cold air. It's really
Yeah.
pretty seeing on the trees. It's pretty. I mean, it's snowed and my Christmas tree's lit up. I'm like,
You're just feeling the spirit. You're feeling the
okay,
Christmas
let
spirit,
it
the
snow, baby, let it
winter.
snow.
You're like you're embracing it. You're
I
embracing
am
it.
barely racing it. So that's what but how is it up in Philly?
Philly, actually, we don't have any snow, but we do. It's just cold. It's just like really cold here. So
Mhm,
it's been a little gray. It's been like raining. I think we had some like freezing rain over the weekend.
mhm.
So, but it hasn't gotten cold enough to like be snow yet. So, yeah, we're like kind of like slowly entering winter. I'm sure like it seems like it's going to be a cold winter in general. It seems like
Yes.
everybody's going to get snow because we haven't even gotten like a big snow, I feel like in the last 2 years, like a big snow. So, I feel like this year might be
Yeah,
different. This season
it might be.
might be a little different.
We'll see. So let's go ahead and get into this week's Lilac Report. So what are you loving this week?
Okay, so I have a makeup product I'm loving. I'm actually wearing it. If you
Show the girls, show the girls, show the girls.
It's my concealer, you guys. So, the girls are always trying new things. So,
Yes.
my tried and true, as you guys have heard lately, I've been like back in my MAC bag for my makeup. So, this is a MAC Studio Radiance 24-hour luminous lipped concealer. So, I've worn it. This is my only second time wearing it like on camera, but I wore it out to dinner over the weekend and I really liked it. I like how it sits and I feel like it really helps. Like I have like a lot of like small creases under
Hmm.
my eye and they can get like a little cakey and then I just haven't had that issue. So, I'm liking this. I'm loving this. So, definitely recommend if you are looking for a new concealer.
What shade are you wearing it? What shade are you in?
I am NW50.
Nice.
Yes. And I love MAC too because it's like with my shade and complexion, it's a kind of like a little like I'm in the darker tones and even the brands that have the darker tones, like sometimes they only have like 3 or 4, but like MAC has like the range to, like really find your shade. So if you're like me and you're like always struggling because like brands, you're like of the darker complexion and like you kind of have a hard time finding that match, you might need to go back to MAC because they just have more range for like our skin tones. Like you can probably like find your shade a little bit better. So definitely recommend that.
MAC, oldie but goodies. Reason why our mamas wear it.
Exactly.
Iconic 30 years later.
I'm back. Listen, I started with MAC makeup when I was in middle school and we're back here.
We're
Full
back.
circle. I'm back
The
with my
circle.
we're back together.
It's okay. I know I saved the MAC. I had MAC on my lips right now. So
What about you? What are you loving lately?
this week I've been loving. I'm going through these phases, and one thing I'm obsessed with, and as are you, is ice cream. And
Yeah.
right now I'm in a very heavy Cold Stone phase, which
Yeah.
doesn't happen too often. And I am a mint chocolate chip. That's my go-to in a bowl. But I've been taking it home, getting a pint so I can take it home and eat on it for a little.
Yeah, I've been doing yeah.
Y'all, I just, especially around this time of year, like mint and chocolate, I'm those weird people who like mint chocolate chip. Actually, not weird. I have taste. If those who don't like it, you don't have taste. Then, on my unpopular opinion.
And aren't
But I
well, the local shops you like to go to, they're not open right now, right? For
no. So they actually they close on Sunday. They close. I think it's supposed to close on this coming weekend. So it's kind of like, let me just go ahead. It's been snowing.
go
Let
back
me
to your
just go back to my
tried and true. Yeah.
tried and true, and like no one has a mint ice cream like Cold Stone in a variety I like. So
I'm a like if you didn't know, we've talked about it before, like last season, but we like in college, like that was our thing. Like we used to go to Cold Stone. Like we're
I-
both like Cold Stone girlies, we're ice cream girlies. Like we get each other on the ice cream level. It's insane.
it's
So we don't play about Cold Stone.
I'm telling you, it's like I've had a bad day. Like some of our friends want a happy hour. Like, girl, let's go to Cold Stone. Like, come on, let's go. Let's have a little ice
Literally,
cream date. Cause
one of my
and
boyfriends in pharmacy school, he literally every time I was like had a bad day upset, he's like, let's go to Cold Stone later. Let's go like that was like the way to like calm me down, get me
yes,
feeling better. Like That's yeah, that'll
That
do it.
cold oh my gosh, the Cold Stone on, what, Power Plant Parkway could tell a lot of stories. Has seen me in a lot of states. Shout out
Yes.
to that Cold Stone. Would not be here if it wasn't for that Cold Stone. So serious.
No, literally, that place, yeah, saw me through a lot.
Okay.
A
But,
lot.
you know, something to indulge. It makes good ice cream, y'all. So if you are not hip, go ahead and get you, which I'm sure most people are, but
Yeah, if you've driven by and you're like, "Oh, like, it's a" no, it's
no,
actually it's legit.
it's
It's legit.
quality
It's quality.
ice
It's
cream.
consistent, and it's consistent.
It is consistent. It tastes the same.
It
But I'm
tastes the
telling
same,
you,
things are the same, they're not discontinuing your topping. I've been getting the same thing. They opened a Cold Stone, like, when I was what? In it was either, like, middle school or high school by my house. I was
mhm,
never the same, and I'm talking, like, less than 5 minutes from my house. I was never
girl.
same. They saw me about every other day.
That was me. No, I'm saying that's how Mikey and I became friends because he worked there and I would go there so often. And I would literally just I would walk in because I have my other friend from like high school. They like all work there. So like they would be starts they see me coming from my car walking up and here they are scooping my ice cream as I'm walking in. I was like, wow, the usual. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really y'all, it's something monumental. I really
And I
this is
never
not
get and
sponsored.
if I'm someone I feel like, Lauren, you'll switch it up sometimes. I, like, do not switch up my order at
You
all.
don't.
I, like, do not I used to go in there and play all the time, like, and, like, get different flavors, like, to try them. I'm like, "Oh, I wanna try this or this, try this or this." And I'm like, "Okay, well, what I really want is chocolate, rainbow sprinkles, a lot of rainbow sprinkles, bar." And, like, lately, like, my new thing is when I get, like, the big pint thing, is like, adding brownie. That's, like, my new
The
thing.
brownie thing is
So I've added things like that's like, I don't play, like, I need my order, that's it.
you have what you like.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I've
Yeah.
been that mood.
It
No, this is a
regulates your
sign to go to
nervous
Cold
system.
Stone.
It regulates our nervous
It
system.
does.
That's what it
It really
does.
truly does. And honestly, pro tip too, because no, I like mint chocolate chip, but the mixings are like fudge, chocolate chips, and brownies. But let's say you like the, which I love those mixings, which I'm a chocolate girl. I love chocolate, love velvety flavors. You could just switch out the ice cream and it's like cheaper instead of just ordering like with maybe chocolate ice cream or cake batter ice cream, or I've done it with strawberry ice cream before. That kind of there's a way to do this. We know all the tips and tricks to
Yeah.
like through Cold Stone. We know our way around the secret menu of Cold Stone. It's not so I've been tapping into that and actually been quite loving it.
Yeah,
So
you have to.
I'm loving it. So what's been impacting you this week?
So what's been impacting me is okay, so y'all know I've been doing my core power thingy.
Yes.
Today, you guys, I'm so proud of myself for being consistent. Like, it might sound small to you, but like, I'm really happy. But what's been impacting me is my actually walking there. So, and I didn't realize it was impacting me till last week when I had to drive. So, it's about like a 12-13 minute walk from my house. And I drove last week, like on Friday, because I was like kind of like rushing late and I was so winded in my class. And I think that the walk is like such a good warm up, I'm realizing for me. Like,
Yes.
gets my heart rate up because the class is heated, so it's pretty intense, like,
Okay. Yeah.
that's what kinda, like, adds a layer to it is, like, the fact that it's hot in there, so you really have to, like, really be in tune with your, like, your breath and your breathing. It's kind of like I do like hot classes for that, like, simple fact that it kinda, like, adds a layer onto your workout, like, mentally, where you kind of have to enter this meditative state when
Mm-hmm.
it's hot classes or else you will not be able to, like, survive. Like, you have to, like, get to a place where, like, you're not even like, you get to a place where you're not even thinking about the heat, and to do that, you kind
Mm-hmm.
of get into a meditative state. Anyways, I was in there I was kinda crushing in the beginning, then I was like, "Why am I huffing and puffing?" And I'm like, normally on my walks, by the time I get to the, like, door, I'm a little winded because I'm, like, also rushing a little bit because I probably should have left, like, 5 minutes ago. So I'm like,
Right.
"Make it," but I'm, like, realizing though that that little, like, warm up and getting my heart rate is, like, really impacting me and, like, making it so that way I can get through my workout and not feel as winded.
Nice.
And then afterwards, it's nice walking home because it's a nice cool down because I'm, like, so hot and sweaty
Yes.
and driving away and kind of like sitting down, like just walking it out, getting some fresh air. Like, I feel like that really has been really nice and impactful. And I didn't even realize how important that walk to and from was until I didn't do it. So, yeah.
I mean, lesson in that. There's lesson in that.
All right. What about you?
That's good.
Yeah. What's been impacting you?
So what's impacted me because I've had these snow days, I've had a long weekend, so I've had extra time in my hands to kind of just being kind of what can I do to take up my time and just do stuff for myself without, you know, crazy things. But My low-key new favorite workout in the home workout since it's been snowing outside, I've been doing for my ballerina girls, I've been doing a petite allegro in center of my floor and just
Right.
popping all the way. And I just really honestly, and it's just as someone who like I grew up like I was type of when I grew up dancing, I was taking at least ballet at least 2 to 3 times a week, classes a week. So it was just that's just my normal workout because like okay, that starts all your classes a ballet class. Okay, we'll have ballet, and then you can go back to your gonna learn this dance, this dance. So I came from really ballet, like
Used to
heavy studio. So I'm like, those workouts, like, and those little petite Legos, it's good for your technique. It's good for your heart rate. I like to like jump up and down. So it's been kind of fun. And I'm like, oh, I still have my technique that I haven't drilled in a long time. I'm just trying to be mindful of that. Again, in my teaching era, I'm like, let me, if
Yeah,
I'm
that's
doing
good for Coach
things,
Smith.
yeah, it's good to
That's
kind of
good for
like,
Coach.
yes, to sharpen my skills, so at least get the basics down that they can like placement, can I still demonstrate it? And I thought sometimes I underestimate myself that I did dance for 20 years. I haven't danced like consistently in a long time, the past 5. But I will say that technique does come that shouts out
Yeah.
about teacher 'cause that stuff comes right back. But I've been loving it. I just love like dancing in my house. Like it's usually to Kaytranada, and I just
Uh,
use those little happy little beats, and I'm just beat bopping around. And it's really good. It's kind of for my heart rate. It's good for like kind of to wind down my day. It makes me feel like oh my own personal dance class. It's good to so I've just that's kind of something I've been doing and I'm like, "Oh, I kinda like this. This is cute. This is fun." It's kind of just I was just trying to be silly because I like this dance song. I was trying to dance to it, and I'm like, "Oh, back to nice little home workout." So, that's what's been impacting me this
yeah.
week during this snow weeks.
Yes, you're at home, getting active, like, this is your reminder, get active, no excuses, go for a walk, do something in your living room.
Yes, get your heart rate going, like, something to get your, get the blood pumping throughout the day.
Mhm. Get your blood
So,
flowing.
yes.
Love
Yeah.
it.
So, what have you been listening to this week?
Okay, so I've been really into the song "Popping Out" by it's like Cherry, but there's no E, it's an X. You know that song?
Mm-mm. Do I know
Popping
that
out
song? Hold on.
tonight, popping out tonight, popping out tonight. Hold on, let me get some lyrics going. Here, let me play it a little bit.
You play it.
Doesn't it
Like, I'm adding it to the playlist right
like
now.
that? What did I on the list?
Oh, wait, hold on. What's it called? Hold on, we get the I gotta put it in.
It's
Okay, no,
called
okay. Spell it out for us one more time.
Poppin' Outs, like Poppin, no G, outs.
By Cherry with the X.
Yes. It gives me the same feel of ladies leave your man at home.
The hell
The club is full of balls and then how this so bro. It
Say
gives me
less.
that same vibe where it's like we're going out and we're just being cute. It's like, girl, don't worry about him, don't worry about that. Like we're going out, like girl time. Like I don't know. It's just
Girls' night.
like it makes it's like a fun song. Like I've been like listening to it lately, just like I don't know. It's been getting me like I don't know. It's just a fun song.
I'm gonna add that.
I like when she says, my city ain't seen me in a while. They ain't seen me out in a while, but yeah.
No, added. It's already been added. Can't wait to jam to it later.
Yeah, definitely jam. It's definitely like a jam song. Like you just put that on a jam for sure.
I love it.
What have you been listening to?
So I finally finished Quasim Book 3 of the Inferno Gods, Season 4 by Jacques J.
Okay.
I'm done. I love the way the story ended, Blair and Quasim's story, their whole journey. I don't want to get too much into it, but their romance, they lived happily ever after. It was nice seeing how they
Oh, I
all
like
hold their paths.
that.
So then that's the one character done. So I'm still wrapped up in the Jacques J universe as
Yeah.
I'm reading I just started listening to Don Caselli,
And
which
that's
is
another one of her books.
It's another book, another character. 100. If you read the book 10,000 Hours with a Rich Menace, Menace is obviously the male main character. His little brother, Landon. This is his book. This is Don's book.
Okay.
Landon, he goes by Don.
I like how they did that where it's like every character kind of has their own book and so you kind of
Yes,
see things from a different angle, but like not just a lot of authors do like chapters, but to have a whole book perspective is probably like so it's like you're trying to like does it feel like you're trying to like piece together a story from like
yes. Oh my God, and there's a mystery too. You have to figure out where there's a mystery happening too. So you're like, yes. So it's like something's happening. You have to read more books. She has to publish more books, and like more books are coming out. It's crazy. And like I'm telling you, her catalog is so long, but she's like, if you have to go back and read a Stat Allen love story. I'm like, what? That's 3 books. So I'm trying to like catch up so I can figure out
wow.
who is these characters that keep coming up later on these books. It's like, girl,
So
she
it's like
has
she just kind of like build like her
it's a
whole
world build. She's like
she
world
built her
building.
own world.
She really
Yeah.
did. It's like
That's kinda
power.
cool though, because
It's
it's like
so. I
you
mean
it makes you, like, link to all her it makes you wanna,
I
like,
mean, how
continue to
innovative.
read her
Like,
book.
seriously.
Smart,
We're
yeah.
gonna be talking about Jacques J, like, 10, 20 years, 30 years from now because seriously, and but this how she really is, how world building that her stories are, that everything is connected, all her characters connected. And it's like, these are real people. Has to be your real life. Like, she grew up in New York City, so it's kind of like, okay, like, you've obviously seen a lot of things run because New York
Yeah.
City in the 90s and 2000s, I'm sure. You know these are real you cannot convince me that these are not real people.
You're
Like, in
like,
some way, shape, or
who
form.
are these real people? Like, I must know this real
It's like,
story.
Jillian, it's like 40 plus characters. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. It's
She's in her
like,
own world. She's a what? She's like families. Yeah.
yes, no, for real. It's the Delgado family, the Inferno family, the Caselli family, the Venducci Cromwell family. It's like all of these. That's exactly what it is. But I'm into it. But honestly,
That's
it's
so
just
bad.
I mean, I'm a Jock Paul J stan over here, but if this has on your side, go pick up a book, go look at her catalog. If you want to start with Capone season 1 with the Delgado, Shorty says start from Staten Island Love Story, which I have yet to read, like from her early stuff. Pick up a book. She has some standalone books. Check her out. I'm a stan. The books are just urban fiction with a little mystery, a little bit of thriller, a little romance, touch on Black issues. Everyone's doing well for themselves. Boss women, strong alpha men that are not cringy. It's just the kids. It's just
Right.
beautiful. It's like everyone in it. Like it's, I love it. I love it. So
Everybody's in that bitch.
everybody's in there. Everyone's in here. For real, everyone's in here. But yeah. Okay, what has been your adventure for this week?
My adventure for this week is just my Christmas nails. I went and got my nails done this week,
Yeah.
and my girl was like, at first I was like gonna do like something simple. Honestly, something similar to what Lauren has is really cute, like just kind of like a white, but more like shimmery, kind of like
Yeah.
like a winter, just like a winter look. But then my lady goes, "You don't want to do Christmas nails? You don't want to do no designs for?" I was like, "You know I do. You know I do." And I was like, "You know what? It's time because these will last through Christmas, and then I'll get like New Year's nails, and I'll do like the sparkle." So if you don't
Yes.
know the camera, they're cute as fuck.
I
They
love it.
red, sparkly, like French tip, and then one nail looks like a ribbon present, like with a top.
Yes.
And at first I was trying to be mature. I was like, I'm gonna do like a deep, like kind of like a more like a burgundy red. And I was like, no sparkles. Girl, whatever. I got my bright Christmas red and they're sparkly. I love them. I feel so festive. Like I feel like fa la 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 la,
I
like
love it.
caroling. So yeah, that was my adventure, just like going to the nail salon. And I got a pedicure too. And I saw this thing on TikTok. Obviously, y'all know I'm chronically online. But where like somebody's like not wearing like nail polish to kind of like help with the health of your nail beds, like your toenail beds. So I didn't get any nail polish because I do know that the gel kind of like it definitely makes my toenails pretty weak, and I don't really like doing that. So I'd rather do regular
Right.
polish. But yeah, but they look cute, honestly. Like my toes look cute too, even though they're naked. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I love a nail day. I just feel because I'm like, you know me, I'm like design girly, but I'm doing a nice little cleanse, switch up, short nail,
Yeah,
oldie but classy. But design, the sparkles, it's just I'm like looking down your nails and they're like bright and sparkly.
yeah. It's just like, how do you not smile at that?
Exactly. How can you not be mad?
It's just like, ooh. So if you need like motivation and you're not like a nail girly, try getting your nails done. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel put together and you don't have to do designs. Honestly, just getting like a simple, cute color and just having them like manicured,
Yes.
a little length if you want a little length, maybe try a different shape. Get your girl, get maybe you just need to get your nails done.
I
Maybe
promise you solves all your problems.
because I
A
feel like
lot
a
of
lot
them.
no, it really will. I feel like a lot of people like that's what they cut out. They're like, "Oh, I'm really into like the nails. Like I don't really get." There's a
Get your
reason
nails
why
done
it's
because you
nail
can finesse
girly.
your hair. You can finesse your I'm like, you could if you could finesse your hair, because I can finesse my hair.
Yeah,
So I can get my nails done.
yeah.
So, you gotta do one or the other or keep your nails up. But I think it's nothing like it to get your nails done and just
Mhm.
it just like it's just confidence. Cause you see this from me. Like I look at my nails, I'm like, oh, this makes me smile. It's purple. And purple's my favorite color. I could smile. Like it's something that small. Like this helps me like stop and smell the roses sometimes. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree. Agree. Yeah, but what's been your adventure this week?
So my adventure this week has been having my vision of this Christmas bow tree like come to life. All the way that Jill had to like, I were on FaceTime and she's like helping me with this arts and craft project. Fine motor skills are not my thing. I always struggle with that. Gross motor skills, I could jump up and down, we could run, all this stuff. Fine motor, it just takes patience and concentration, which sometimes, unfortunately, that I do lack in some cases, and I'm a little ADD. So,
This is what
if
it
you haven't noticed. So no, but for real, in all seriousness, I was determined to really have this fun tree in our office, and we got a gold tree, wanted felt ribbon on it, and I got all these felt ribbons, and it's been honestly so cool to kinda see it kinda come together, and it's like, "Oh, look at my little arts and craft project for winter." So, I'm excited. I actually ran out of ribbons. I ordered more, like, all the colors. 'Cause then I'm like, "Oh, I gotta take the ribbon upstairs."
No, it looks really cute though. I
Yeah,
like it a lot.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely take a picture so you guys see y'all for our lilac, but it's coming together.
Yeah, I did bows on my, tree too. I just stick with I did, like, 2 shades of purple and a silver. And, like, it's just so cute and girly and, like, it gives you if you're, like, kinda into ornaments, but you're, like, you don't have a lot, like, try the ribbon thing. Like, you just, like, literally tie it on a bow, make different lengths, different colors. Like, I love how Lauren has chosen, like, a whole bunch of different colors. It makes it just, like, fun and colorful, and it really does. I'm telling you guys, like, it really does make your tree look so nice and, like,
Yes,
see, but still, like, really nice, not too, like, chaotic in a way.
yes,
Cutesy, but not chaotic, and so, recommend. 10 out of 10. I love it.
yep. So, I
Yes.
love it. I'll be done. Tasting for more. I'll
And
be trying to
you also did your other tree too, like,
Yes, we
you've
did
been
2
doing your
trees. Yeah, we
yeah.
did 2 y'all, we have 2 trees. I did 1 tree in the like, the big main tree, like, in our living room. I went one in the front door by the front door, and that's in the office. Like, it just when you come up, there's a Christmas where you kinda walk up the door. It's the lights everywhere. And then, of course, I had to do the kitchen. I'm like, "Oh, I gotta take garlands off the cabinets," and then it becomes, "Oh, ribbon. I run out of ribbon. I need to order ribbon because 'cause I'm taking this ribbon, I'm putting in the rest upstairs."
And then it ties it all in and kinda, like, gives you, like, a little bit more of a theme situation.
Yes, like, it's thought out, and honestly, this only time of year is also except for my birthday, I could, like, where it's kind of socially acceptable to tie random shit in your house and to say
Yeah,
for, like, a holiday, and I'm gonna partake in it, this tomfoolery, so, unfortunately, I actually wanna tie purple bows and pink bows to my lights because why not? 'Cause the Christ is coming. You know what? We do need bows. You're correct. We need bows. Everywhere.
yeah.
So
You know what I really want that I don't have? Like, a nice little nativity scene. That's, like, what I'm
yes.
really, like, on the hunt for next as far as, like, decor. I would love, like, a nice little not too big, but, like, a little one I can put on, like, my TV stand or
Yes.
whatever, like, on display. Like, I would love a nice, like, nativity scene.
Yes. Oh, I caught our one we just got one this year, and it was
You did.
just but I've been it's very little cute little figurine, like, all
Where'd you
one.
find yours?
I found one at home. It was, like, honestly for $5, 4.99. It's, like, white and gold. It's kinda like the silhouette of it, which is
Yeah,
nice. It's not
yeah.
all the pieces. I'm like, "I don't have the space for
I
the
want the
those
pieces.
pie" Yes, that's okay. Like,
I want
I get it,
manger.
so
I want a whole, like yeah, I'm on
yeah.
the hunt for, like, I want a whole scene. No, but
Mhm.
I need to go to home because you did tell me they had some good, like, other, like,
Yeah.
ornaments and things like that, so
So what's the current event this week?
okay, so my current event is something that is, like, the news. So if you didn't hear, and I'm gonna read today, my source is CNN.com. I'm gonna read a little bit of this, but essentially, our military decided that they were playing Battlefield in real fucking life and blew up, I guess, alleged drug traffickers. So I'm gonna read a little bit. The alleged drug traffickers killed by the US military in a strike on September 2nd were heading to link up with another larger vessel that was bound for Suriname, a small South American country east of Venezuela. The admiral who oversaw the operation told lawmakers on Thursday, according to the two sources with direct knowledge of his remarks. So I guess that they for some reason and again, I always go back and like read behind this, but apparently like they thought that they saw drug traffickers, but it was never apparently confirmed before, allegedly before they were actually struck and bombed. Apparently, there's videos. I haven't watched the videos. I can't do things like that anymore. I'm not like gonna subject myself to that. But yes, I think it's like very kind of crazy, insane how they would be so reckless with people's lives. Like I understand them wanting to kind of have this like, there's like homeland security, like you're protecting our waters and things like that, but to bomb a ship, a small boat it seems like a bit excessive,
Yeah.
and yeah. I think it's crazy. Did you hear about it at all?
Yeah, I heard about it a little bit, and I was like, it's something like you read about, like, this cannot be real. It's like, no, this isn't real, and you kind of get in more into it, I'm like, this is what y'all do, this is what we doing. This is what y'all do with my taxpayer dollars.
No, and there goes taxpayer dollars too, because it's I'm reading here, the US military ultimately struck the boat 4 times, that seems a little excessive,
Okay?
times splitting the boat in half and leaving 2 survivors clinging to a capsized portion, and then the second, third, and fourth strikes, killed them and sunk the vessel. Yeah, who knows, but I don't know what, like, allegedly, like, if it's
No,
true.
it's crazy. How we wanna flip it, it's crazy.
I know, 'cause it's like either way, even if there were drug trafficking, it's like, don't you like isn't there things you do before you just, like
Did the Coast Guard, like, don't think that we have a Coast Guard, you know? Like, I just, like, was I don't know.
I don't
I don't know
know.
what y'all do. It's just like,
But I
I
will s
don't
I feel like personally, I feel like the current administration really has been encouraging a lot of reckless behavior as it pertains to, like, how we are protecting our country. Like, just how, like, you see how there's, like, these random ass, quote, unquote, ICE agents, and the militarization of DC lately. So I think that there's just, like, this emboldenedness within, like, our military in general to
Mhm.
be a little bit more willing to kind of, like, strip the humaneness from
Yeah. We're
people,
a
like,
little far gone.
we're
We should not be desensitized to things like this. Like, this is not normal. And this is
not
not
a
nor
movie, we're not living in a movie, we're not
no, this is not a
people.
video game. This is real life. These are real people behind the screen. Like, these are real people. Yeah, it's kinda crazy. I'm like, for that to be the solution. I guess I have to see how the story unfolds, because this was
Yeah,
definitely one I think it's more in the beginning what really happens, what's gonna as far as
truth is.
what's happening with like, it's just a lot going on. It's a
Mhm.
lot. But, I mean, that's sad.
Yeah, it's really sad for the people because I just saw it now too in the article where they said that they were, like, waiving something, so they don't know if they were actually they possibly could have been surrendering or asking for help, so you just don't, like and apparently the second ship was never found that they were apparently going to meet up with to smuggle the drugs into the country because I guess the whole thing was, like, they were drug smugglers. Nobody deserves to die like that or,
No.
you are not I have a problem with, like, the quickness to take someone's life. I feel like it's just so normalized, we're desensitized so much now to things like that where it's like, why do you feel so entitled even when there's no matter what kind of assumption there is, whether you think there's a crime committed or not, why do you feel so entitled to take someone's life? You know what I mean?
No. To play God.
Exactly, playing God, you know what I mean? That's playing yeah, that is playing God. There's one thing to have to holding people accountable to the consequences maybe that they deserve based on, like, what they've done or their actions, but there's another, like you said, to literally play God and decide that, well, screw them, like, I'm just gonna take their life. Yeah, that's what makes me, like, really, like, kinda, like, rattles me, and, like, I feel like that's what kind of, like, gets me,
No, this is it's yeah, it doesn't sit right in my spirit either. It's just
Alright, what about you? What is your current event for this week?
so my current obviously is not unfortunately, is not any lighter. I why being we, my husband and I, we have started that Diddy documentary
Mm.
on Netflix, The Reckoning. So I'm like, don't know what it's about. I'm going into it. I heard a lot of the speculation of like, it's about Diddy and all these things, and I'm just like, don't really watch this. And then it's kind of you think about us executively became executive producer is 50 Cent.
So of course you wanna watch it.
I'm like, duh. Let me go watch this. It's like The Reckoning, and it's quite something. Like I and just 50 Cent, sometimes he does things that make me really proud of being a Cancer because literally, like, I really sometimes to perform or not perform and then properly execute that level of petty, just,
I take no
bravo.
no, literally, I take notes 'cause I'm like, I want to be will I be as extreme as 50 Cent? Probably
No,
not. We can all learn a little bit. It's really doesn't hurt to be petty to those who honestly deserve. Because some people really deserve to be,
no,
like,
did he? No, he needs to.
treated like the way that 50 is coming for him. Like, I'm actually standing up and applauding 50 for being this petty. Because 'cause I'm sorry, all this smoke with if Wendy Williams was 100% right now, do you understand what we're missing in pop culture right now by not
Right.
in modern day history by not having Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams with 50 Cent right now, them 2
Hello. It would be part of her little Daily Show segment.
Oh, 100%.
It would
She'd
be
have a
part of
whole
the
segment
it'd be
just
part where she loves
every single day she
her hot
would.
topics.
Yeah, it would go crazy. And she would have she probably know she would just start
And then
singing
she know because she was
again.
there.
She was there and she's been hating on like, I just anyways, the point is, I haven't seen it yet, but Lauren and I were talking before the episode, and I think I'm actually gonna try to see it because I was, like, nervous about if it was gonna be too sensitive. Like, I'm a little sensitive to, like, some kinda, like some stuff.
Yes.
She said I should be okay, but yeah, I love the 50 pettiness. So, what do you think about the first, like, what you
The
guys
first
after you
okay, so the first here as it opens up. It opens up, it's like it goes like first of all, 50 said every single new scene or the beginning ending of the show, it's like a black screen with the white letters talk about listing the charges. He says, like, we're drilling this. We're drilling this.
yeah,
We're gonna drill this. And,
'cause don't
rightfully
normalize we
so.
can't normalize it. We
No,
can't
let's
talk
for
about it any
real.
way.
Like,
Bring
let's
back
not act like
shame.
no, come on. Public shame, 50 Cent, come on. Just doing it. And it's the videographer, and it's like he's in his hotel room, Jason's hotel room, talking to his attorney. Things are like crumbling. And it's like 6 days before his arrest, September 2024. And it's like, who sold this? Like, so basically after did he like hired a videographer to film all this stuff before he got into whatever prison? And I guess once he got arrested, the
They must have sold it.
the filmmakers like created the movie or sold the movie or whatever.
They also sold the footage 'cause how
He
did
sold
50
the footage to 50. That's what he says. The filmmakers, 50 bought that shit, and he was like,
you know 50 said, "Name your
I was
price."
like, bro, like
And that
it's
videographer was like, "Fuck it. Diddy's in jail. He can't even pay me back. Shit. Hell, I had to follow him
honestly, and it's
around."
like kind of basically
Good
the
for
first
him.
episode. How is this basic the whole lore that is Diddy, like how he grew up and like how where he is, like how did he get here? How do we know about him? Like what made him so big and famous? Like what were these big moments that I mean, I wasn't alive in 1989, so I don't know what's going on back then. In 96, I was a baby. So like I don't really remember like you don't remember the whole reckoning and the
Yeah.
how it all went together. A lot happened that time, especially like, in hip hop in the 90s. And even so that's like the first episode. And then like we are halfway ish to the second episode. Of course, they're talking about Tupac and Biggie. Why did 50 Cent get Tupac's cousin on here? Like, in the box, like, they're showing with the video, and he has the receipts with the video footage, like him next to it's like the receipts, the proof,
It's
the timeline. You need to watch. I mean, and honestly, it's crazy, but let's not normalize. It's like it's very much giving that Diddy he's the villain, and
oh, yeah.
this is why bad things are happening to him. And I like that undertone. And honestly, in 2025, it is kind of rare for another fellow black man or man in general to stand up against someone else and say that's wrong. What y'all are doing, you're doing wrong for how
Yeah.
you're behaving. And I applaud him. Like 50's a lot of things. I'm not saying he's perfect, but damn it, he's like saying no, fuck Diddy, fuck this whole situation. Like it's never been right. He's a wild person. He is a bad person. He is unsafe. He is dangerous, and people should stay away from him. And I'm like, I'm here for this. I'm here for the campaign,
I'm
the
here
awareness
for it.
campaign.
I'm here for it too. Everybody shouldn't be so silent to where it's like, I know everybody likes to move on, have their peace. But there has to be sometimes there needs to be people like 50 Cent who's like, no, like I'm standing up to this. This is not right. Like who he is. It doesn't even matter that he only got a certain amount, charged because our system is flawed, especially with sex crimes and things that you can't really prove.
Right.
These loopholes that he probably went through to like get around the law doesn't mean you're a good person. The law does not, you know, is not more the moral high ground, right? Like
No.
it's not we're not saying like, okay, well you're right, you're wrong. No, you're wrong AF. Doesn't matter if you
Mhm.
charge for certain things, like you are a bad person. And yeah, I'm glad 50 Cent's bringing it light. I think it's great that he's doing the documentary from a point of like being like he does not like him.
Being a hater.
He does not like, Diddy. And so it's nice because he's not trying to like probably, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm pretty sure he's not trying to like, skew his image in a certain way or kind
No.
of advocate. It's like, no, like I'm gonna
This is
give
what
it to you.
happened. This is who he is.
This is who
So
he
it's I'm here for it. It's good. I'll probably be binge watching it since tonight, or maybe a little tonight since another snow day tomorrow. So
Yeah, that's
we're
gonna be
so close.
fun.
So I'm gonna watch this finish on my snow days, my little winter break, my
Yeah.
winter break. But yeah, it's a good. Check it out. But as always, I hope you enjoyed this week's Lilac Report. Call your bestie up. Ask her, what is she loving this week? What's impacting y'all? What are y'all listening to? What are your current adventures? And what's the current event that's gotten y'all talking? Let's get to what's next.
Yes. Okay, y'all. So let's get into this episode's topic. You already know one of our favorite style of episodes, Reddit and Weep. Yes, you guys, get ready to put those listening ears on. Get ready to hear the craziest stories you've ever heard and get our reactions to them. So, Lauren, start us off. Like, what do you have for us?
Okay. Am I the asshole for sleeping with my sister's husband? I, 29 female, find myself in a complicated and difficult situation that has strained my relationship with my sister, 31 female. I recently slept with her husband, and she now refuses to speak to me.
I mean,
However, I genuinely believe that I am not solely to blame for the fallout, and I need an impartial judgment on whether I am the asshole in this scenario. Prior to the incident, I noticed some questionable behavior from my brother in law, 33 male, towards me. Feeling concerned about my sister's well being, I decided to address the issue with her. However, she dismissed my concerns, leaving me unsure how to proceed. My sister works as a flight attendant and has gone more than she's at home. My brother in law recently lost his job and was feeling depressed. During one of her frequent absences from home, she asked me to keep her husband company. She trusted me and didn't believe the warnings that I gave her before about his behavior towards me. But I saw this as an opportunity to support their marriage and help them rebuild their connection. Fortunately, as we spent more time together, a bond deepened and we eventually crossed a line that should have never been crossed. We had both been drinking and he was complaining to me about the troubles in their marriage and how he hasn't been I guess haven't been happy for a while. He was crying and I decided to comfort him. One thing led to another and we did the unthinkable. I woke up realizing the nature of what I did and immediately realized the nature of what had happened. We both so intoxicated that we stupidly ended up falling asleep. Awoke to my sister screaming and hitting the both of us, screaming, "How could you do this to me? We're sisters. I trusted you." She wouldn't even give me the chance to explain and kicked me out of the house. Whoa.
I'm sorry, honey, but like BFFR, you definitely are the asshole. Like,
No, no, it's more. I think it's
oh, it's
more. It's more. No, I think it's more. Okay. Now my sister refuses to speak to me. She has filed for divorce. Our parents are siding with her, saying that I violated every family moral. However, I believe that there are multiple factors at play here. And I'm not the only one responsible for the breakdown of their marriage. While I acknowledge my mistake, I also question why my sister failed to address the issues in her relationship and why she left her husband in my care without setting clear boundaries. I do feel a sense of guilt and remorse for my actions, but I also recognize that my sister and her husband had their fair share of problems. It's unfair to place all the blame on me when there are underlying issues that existed long before our involvement. That being said, I understand my sister's anger and hurt. I'm willing to accept responsibility for my actions. Yada, 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 yada.
I mean, you're definitely like there were so many choices made in that story where like you didn't have to like have sex with him. And I think that like because your sister's holding you to a different state, you're her sister. You're not just a friend, like you're her sister.
You're her sister,
Really?
though. That's
Really? And like obviously, the husband's to blame too, but she's gonna, divorce him and kick him rocks to the rocks. But it's like, no, you're my fucking sister. How could you fucking sleep with my
that's
husband?
That's dangerous. That's your sister. And your husband, and mind you, she's a flight attendant. She's working. Like she's just gone work. She's probably, oh, I can't wait to see my husband. I come home to my family, my husband, and that's what she finds. She's probably been working all day, doing those 36-hour shifts. So they're on their feet, they're flying. Like, sometimes they have like a few couple day layover situations, like trips and stuff. How
I wonder if it was a setup, because I was like thinking like, why would she suggest that she go check on her husband when she's already told her that he's made advances? I wonder if she was like, oh well, let me just like
it could have been. Maybe
if
in her
like
mind, it could
if
have
she'll
been.
actually like go over there and like take his bait, like what's really going on. Or is it just her talking? I don't know. Because that was kind of weird to me. Like, if you're making, like, I wouldn't tell my sister to go over there and also, if my husband's kind of like creepy, like, I probably would have cussed him out before even any of this because why the fuck are you making advances?
Okay, it never got to this point. It never got to this point.
Yeah, and I think that's the point of like the writers, like I guess like the blame thing is like, girl,
Mhm.
like I told you he was making passes. Shoot, one thing led to another. But either way, it's wrong. But I do get her point in the sense that I don't know that I would like. Why would he even suggest that he needed to like you need to go comfort her husband?
It's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you're still the asshole because regardless of that, like, I mean, I probably would. Personally, I would just be like, "Well, I'm not going over there by myself because he's already creeped on me,
Yeah, I
like,
would tell you no.
there by
Yeah.
myself." Like, I probably would have been like, "Girl, he's fine." Like, that's just me, though. Regardless, it's wrong. That, like, really sucks for her to, like, walk in from, like, work and see your sister and your husband in bed together.
Okay. I can imagine what she's feeling. Mortified.
She probably feels so betrayed.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. The 2 most probably close people in her life. Yeah.
Exactly.
I just no, no, yeah.
That's not
I'm
cool.
surprised she didn't kill her, to be honest. Oh my gosh. Like, that's like, girl, you live to tell a story. That's like,
Yeah, and then you get the audacity to come up here and talk about some, "Are you the asshole?" Yes.
yes,
Her. Like, you just wanna get some type of sympathy so that way, like, you don't feel as bad for what you did because it takes 2 to tango. They were having like, you're trying to make excuses for why, like, it happened. No, choices were made. There's so many choices that lead up to, like, you literally having sex with your sister's husband. Like, that's insane.
your brother-in-law.
Yeah. Yes. No, nope, nope, you are the asshole.
Well, okay. So, what's your story for the week?
Okay, so my story is, am I the asshole for refusing my wife's request to sleep with her colleague after surviving cancer? So, like, this is a complicated story and I need to hear some objective opinions. My wife Sarah and I have been married for 15 years. We've had our ups and downs like any couple, but the last couple of years have been particularly challenging. About 2 years ago, Sarah was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was devastating news, and the subsequent months were a blur of doctor visits, surgeries, chemotherapy, and endless nights of worry. Sarah fought hard. She endured the pain, the nausea, the fear. She lost her hair, her energy, and at times her hope, but she never gave up. I was with her every step of the way, doing my best to be her rock. I took care of the household, our 2 kids, and tried to keep things as normal as possible. It was a long, grueling battle, but about 6 months ago, we received the news we've been praying for. Sarah was in remission. Life started to return to normal, or at least a new normal. Sarah went back to work, started reconnecting with friends, and began to find joy in the little things again. I was overjoyed to see her coming back to life, and I thought we were finally moving past the dark times. A few weeks ago, Sarah sat me down and she said she needed to talk about something important. She was nervous, which put me on edge. I had no idea what was coming. She told me that going through cancer had changed her in many ways. She had faced her mortality and realized that life is too short to have regrets. She said that she wanted to experience more of life, and part of that was exploring her sexuality. I was stunned. Sarah has always been the more conservative one in our relationship. I never expected this. She told me there was someone at work, a colleague named Mark, who she had grown close to during her illness. He was supportive, understanding, and she had developed feelings for him. She wanted to know if I would be okay with her sleeping with him. Just once to explore this idea of herself and see what it would be like. I felt like I had been punched in the gut. My initial reaction was anger and betrayal. How could she ask me this after everything we'd been through? How could she even consider being with someone else? I told her I needed time to think and left the house. I drove around for hours trying to make sense of it all. Over the next few days, we had several long, emotional conversations. Sarah insisted that this wasn't about love or replacing me, but that she loved me deeply and was committed to our marriage, but this was something she felt like she needed to do for herself. She said it was about living without regrets, about fully embracing life after coming so close to losing it. I was torn. On one hand, I understand where she was coming from. She had faced death and come out the other side with a new perspective. On the other hand, I felt like my trust and our vows were being shattered. I felt like she was asking too much of me. I suggested counseling, but she said this was beyond that. It was a personal journey she needed to undertake. I talked to a few friends about it, but their reactions were mixed. Some understood Sarah's perspective, while others thought she was being selfish. I felt more confused than ever. I love my wife and I want her to be happy, but the thought of her being with someone else makes me sick to my stomach. After much soul searching, I told Sarah that I couldn't give her my blessing. I couldn't be okay with her sleeping with Mark or anyone else. I said that if she felt like she had to do this, I wouldn't stop her, but it would change our relationship forever. She cried and she understood, but she seemed deeply hurt and disappointed. Since then, things have been tense between us. Sarah hasn't mentioned Mark again, but I can see the strain in her eyes. I'm constantly on edge, wondering if she's going to bring it up again or if she's going to go behind my back. It's been tearing me apart. So am I the asshole for refusing to let my wife sleep with her colleague? Should I have been more understanding, giving everything she's been through? Or am I right to stand my ground and protect our marriage vows? I'm at a loss and would appreciate any advice.
Wow.
I would say, I don't think you're an asshole.
I'm, like, thinking about just the gravity of that, like, it was nothing, like, really, like, getting up there and saying your vows and someone, like, during our wedding ceremony, I'm like, in sickness and in health, and, like and sometimes in marriage, it comes to sickness and in health. It's like, whether it's, if you're the healer and you're, like, the sick, whatever, it's just however it goes, it's in sickness and in health, and I don't think on her part that it was appropriate to ever get emotionally close to someone like that who is supporting you during it's one thing to be supportive of someone in your time during a difficult time, you appreciate all love and support, but you allowed yourself to get most like attached to this person in the sake of your treatment. And I feel that's kind of manipulative.
Yeah.
And however, that's how I take that's I mean, that's how in my mind, that's how I feel. That's how I kind of perceived it. It's like, oh, like, what are you doing? You should be leaning on your husband. If you're not, like, if that's something that she doesn't feel, then you need to figure out something else. But you asking that of your husband, like, I think he asked the question, is that that's asking too much of me? I'm like, yeah, you're
Yeah, I
asking
think
way
it's
too much
asking
of
too
him.
much.
That would break his heart. That's just like he's obsessed with you. He's in love with you. And he's seen you go through this like hard time and come back and you know just he wants to love on you and we rather get and begin have someone else come, like, literally enter inside of you, like.
And I feel like it's kinda lame that, like, when faced with mortality, like, that was, like, the regret you took from it was, like, "I wanna go, like, fuck somebody else," or, like it's one thing, like, why can't it just be like, "Oh, I wanna have, like, crazier sex," like, have it with your
Yes.
husband, like, you don't gotta, like, blow up your whole shit for Mark, who just for this, like, fantasy, like, you're gonna go with Mark, and Mark is gonna have like, he's not even gonna, like, give you a good time, and you're gonna be pissed.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, I think it's kinda selfish to even ask your husband to do that because it's like, I think those are feelings you kinda need to, like, just journal about and kinda move on with if you're married. I think that the ship is kinda, like, sailed, especially if yeah, that's kind of like I think a choice you make when you, like, make your vows. It's like, "No, I'm actually gonna commit to this person," and it's gonna take more than just it's gonna have to take a lot to, like, break us up.
Yes.
And, like, yeah, I think it would've been, like, more respectful if she's like, "I actually just wanna get a divorce because I'm in this
Yes.
where I feel like I was faced with mortality and there's just other things I wanna do and experience that I feel like I can't do in a marriage." That's more
Right.
respectable than being like, "No, I want to still have you, but I wanna go ahead and live out some
Do what I
regrets
wanna do.
that could potentially hurt our relationship."
Right.
Yeah, I don't think you are the asshole. I think
No, you did sign to open marriage, and
yeah,
you should that's not like, you did not vow to that, and that's fine, and you stick to it. Yeah, protect your vows. Yeah, I'm not. Don't partake
yeah.
in that. So kudos to him for doing
Yeah, and
that.
at the same time, like, Sarah is entitled to her life, she's entitled to be like, "I wanna have more sex," or, "I wanna have more connections." She's entitled to that, but you're not immune to the consequences that come with making different choices that can impact other people that you've already, like, committed to. So,
Exactly.
you're entitled to it, but it might be a different journey to get there. You can't just have your cake and too all the time. But, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Makes you think. Bring us home. What's our last story?
And at last, am I the asshole for being honest about honeymoon sex? My fiance and I'm 26, he's 28, are taking an 8-day honeymoon in Brazil, which is where he is originally from. This trip has been in the works for a long time, and a few weeks ago, I learned that his parents were hoping to stop by and visit us during our honeymoon, even asked to stay with us. We have rented a 3-bedroom place near a beach for 2 of the nights. I said I would not, and my husband agreed. He told them no, that it's because we want our privacy. His parents, who I've grown very close to, sent me a separate text message asking, in a lighthearted way, I thought, if it was really a big problem and if I agreed with him, and I said yes, and I did agree. His mom asked me why, and I was honest. I said I want to be able to be open and free with him without thinking about house guests. So she said, "So this is about sex?" I thought she was still being lighthearted, and I replied, "If I'm being honest, I'm going to fuck his brains out in every room in the house." No response.
Yeah, gonna gag you so much that you're gonna shut the fuck up.
So this has become a whole thing. My mother-in-law thinks I'm disrespectful. My father-in-law thinks I'm a sex monster of some kind. My husband thinks it was way too far of me. Am I the asshole? Do I owe them an apology? No, girl,
I don't
no.
think you owe them an apology simply because they were, like, pressing y'all. Y'all said no respectfully. I do think you went far, but I don't think you went far enough to, like, apologize. I think you went far
No.
enough to shut her up because she was overstepping boundary. Like, why are you trying to come on why are you coming on my honeymoon?
Right.
Like, no. That's like a that's a boundary. Why are you like, this is not just like a couple ship, like, "Oh, you guys wanna take a trip together? Okay, that's
This
something
is our
honeymoon.
honeymoon.
What do I look like we're all at the breakfast? Oh, where do you want my honeymoon? And these are my in-laws." Like, no. Like, hell no. No. And she's right. That's exactly what they're gonna wanna do. If they bought a whole they're gonna wanna fuck in every room, as they should, because they just got married.
Right. For 8 days in Brazil near the beach.
Like,
They're not the host. This is not this is not the family reunion. It's not the after party,
mm-mm.
honeymoon after the wedding event.
It's a
But no, honestly, but you know what? Bet that her mother-in-law won't ever try her again.
she probably won't ever try her again. She said, "Oh, no."
No.
It's 'cause she was playing her face. She was playing her face. She wanted to show her dominance over her son and be like, "We're coming on this
We're
ship.
coming.
I want to, and I run everything." No, honey, bye. There's a new sheriff in town too. Like, you make
Exactly.
like, slide over, sweetie. So,
Yeah, she gagged her mother-in-law. No, I'm here for it.
yeah, I'm here for it too. I don't girl, you're not the asshole. We don't think you're the
Like, we need
asshole.
more of that.
Yeah, like
We
the
need more of
energy.
that.
I like the
I like
energy.
G. Protect your
Some of
protect your
these
meters.
mother-in-laws, like, some of these mother-in-laws can low-key, like, go to hell. Like, I've, like yeah, some of
No,
the
can we
I've
talk
heard
about, like, the
stories.
mother-in-laws who are, like who still are, like, in love with their sons, like, in a like, a weird, like, connection way that their son's their man, and, like, the wife is the threat? It's like, what is this?
Boy moms are dangerous.
Like, the wrong one I mean, the unevolved ones are they're a liability,
They
actually,
are.
like, they're
It's not good. It is not good. Like, if they don't have a sister to balance it out
or somebody.
or, like, a good girl like, they have like, the woman has to have, like, a niece or something because if she's strictly just boy mom, boy down, like, a lot of times there's a lot like, a weird line, and they can be a little possessive over their son, a
Yes.
little, like, have, like, weird, like, relationship, kinda, like, infantilize them a little bit. And that's not good. That's
No.
good, especially for, like, entering a relationship with a man. Um, yeah, yikes. Okay, well, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed our Reddit and Weep section of the episode. We always love doing these. They're so fun, and we hope you enjoy listening to them. Definitely, like, if you think one of the stories is crazy, definitely share it with your girlfriend or any of your friends. Chat about it, laugh about it. But yeah, let's get into what's next.
Alright, y'all, it's our favorite part of the show, where we like to talk about our hot takes, our unpopular opinions, our controversial takes, maybe our little conspiracy theory situations, whatever you want to call it, what to call that, our take on it. So, this week, my take on it, I just don't think it would be a true Coco show if we don't always just bring back again, shed light on just shaming, specifically shaming our counterparts that are men.
Mm.
So, that being said, or why you shaming then you're married. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. These boys do not know how to take no for an answer. And I feel like that's such bitch behavior.
Mhm.
Like, we've had the kind of conversation like, who's gonna be the boys, what's happening to the real boys, like boys are on stage, like they're trying to be the girls, it's really confusing out here. But like y'all need to learn how to take no from an answer as an answer from women. And from even if it's as small as like a first interaction to a situ girl that gets up and leaves and goes to her business and you all move on. It's no. It was yes, now it's no.
Now it's no.
Leave it alone. Leave these girls alone. And it's what's crazy to me about it is like, and this is not even trying to be like, it's not even satire for real because like guys would not leave girls alone and girls getting killed out here because
Yeah.
like it's kind of wild. It's actually very extreme. It's actually a very serious topic.
Friends, like, we have a mutual friend, and then I have another friend who have gone through Yeah, DV situations from saying no, from breaking up with their boyfriends who, like, originally didn't even have any, like you wouldn't even thought that these men would take rejection this way and take no.
Yes.
And this is after dating both of their situations, they had been dating for years, and there were clear signs on why they needed to break up. They were both being disrespected
Right.
in their relationships, and so, rightfully so, they're leaving them, but the guy couldn't take no for an answer, and a door was broken down. One of my friends, like, was, like, harassed via phone. Both of them have been, like, stalked, like, showing up to, like, where they live randomly and things like that afterwards, like, really crazy situations,
Oh,
and
yes.
so I love that you brought this up, and also kinda goes back to, like, the 50 Cent kinda, like, holding Diddy accountable where you had all these
Mhm.
men around Diddy, but it's like, no, people need to, especially, like, men need to check other men too. Like,
Hello.
there needs to be some type of accountability within just men in general to kinda check this weird ass behavior. It is not normal, it is not okay to not be able to regulate your emotions to the point of hurting and harming someone that you quote unquote love because you can't take the fact that they hurt your ego, they hurt your feelings. Maybe you're feeling heartbroken. Maybe that's what you're feeling. And
Exactly.
that's normal. We have those feelings, but to go to rage and anger and again play God, take somebody's life over it is just insane. And I think it's a really big problem,
It's a huge problem.
not a small thing.
It's not, and it starts out with small little behaviors. It doesn't lead up to this, like, one big incident, but you could easily stop saying no, like, leave men. If a girl says no, just leave her alone.
And it starts young too. You reject
It
a guy when
starts
you're
very
young,
young.
and then next thing you know, they're spreading rumors about you. Like this starts at like middle school when you're like, I don't, maybe I don't like you, and that's okay. You don't have to like
Right.
every guy, and but yeah, they need to learn that no is a full sentence, and it's no.
It's no. The answer is no. No, it's a Walker. No, 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 no. The answer is no. Leave the girls alone. If guys out here, you seeing other guys acting weird and funny, call it out and stop
Mhm.
it. We used to be a society as a human society as human species where guys would literally die to fight honor another woman, a fellow. But we need more of that. Like,
Yeah,
what happened? Y'all, we used to be a proper society or a proper world. Now y'all are doing shit like this without any repercussions. Like,
yeah,
no, it's got to stop. No.
it has to.
So that's my hot take. So what's your take on it this week?
So my hot take is if you are a single gal, actually not even if you're just single, if you have really great girlfriends that you love, you should like rank their husbands. Like you should always kind of have a side eye with their husbands. Like you should be ranking them. I have like recently started doing this and I love it. I like rank all my friends like husbands in my head like they're in different tiers. Like if you are like a top tier husband, you are in the top tier. Like if I don't hear any complaints about you, if it really revolves around like how you treat my friend. Like are you treating her like the queen that she is?
Right.
She should be not stressed. She should have all the pampered treatment. She should be well respected. She should be loved. She should be taken care of in
Hmm.
all areas. She should be the queen in the relationship. And because you have now are responsible for part of her life, and I love her, and you need to be ensuring that her life is great, like as her husband. So yeah. And then I have like probationary periods. Like I have one friend who just got married, love them, but because time is also a part of my chart, you have to be like there has
So
to be yeah, you can't just
what's
come
your
up.
rubric? How do you rank what's your rubric? What do
Okay,
you use
so
it
my
to
rubric
equal?
now is okay, how you treat my friend, that's like number one.
Okay.
That's, like, the number 1 ranking goes and then also, like, who you are as a person. I don't need to be, like, I'm not best friends with, like, any of, like, my friends' husbands, like, I think that's weird, but, like, can we chat it up? Are you cool? Are you, like,
Right.
you're good with the girls' nights? You're just, like, normal like, how are you interacting, like, with friends? Because you could be good to her, but you could be weird with the friends. I don't like that.
Exactly. Or vice versa, you know?
Yeah. So you're good with okay. So cool. Then it comes like just like who you are like in visual. Like I'm a very like go-getter person. So like I like that for my friends in a sense of like, are you taking care of my friend? Like, are you taking care of her?
I mean, the provider.
Are you
Are
being
you really
a provider? How are you and whatever that looks like for their situation? That's that some of that like it's none of my business. The numbers and things like that are none of my business, but you can see things. You can observe
right, right.
how are you taking care of my girl? Okay. And then time is the last thing. Like, how long have you been around? That matters. That matters to me. Like, how long like, are you consistently showing up for my friends? Like, how consistently are you showing up for my friends? So, yeah, because like, now I'm in this season where I'm 30, so, like, my friends have husbands, and, like, husbands, like, you're in the circle now, right? Like, me,
Right.
the twins, and Chelsea are planning, like, a little, like, we're gonna go see Chelsea cheer, and Chelsea's married, and Jana's married, and so, of course, Jana's husband's invited. It's not just a girl trip anymore, like, husbands are in the inner circle now. So, it's like,
Right.
if you're gonna be in the inner circle, it's like, okay, who are you really? You know what I mean? So, yeah, so, like, that's been kinda, like, fun, that's been something I've been, like, doing lately, like, who do I because also it helps me, like, I'm a single girl, and I kinda like extrapolating some of these, like, great traits, like, I feel like, for the most part, my friends have really wonderful husbands, and I want my husband to fit in with them, okay, hello, so we can go, like, group vacations and also
Exactly.
seeing different things and how they interact. I'm definitely, like, learning, and I love that I have friends who I can kind of, like, learn from relationship-wise, where I do really respect their relationships, so that's fun too. But yeah, so definitely do not be afraid to rank your friend's husband. You don't have to tell them where they're ranking at.
Yeah, just for
Um,
your own personal.
it's kind of like my own personal because there is one husband that's in the depths of hell, like, he's not even on the fucking chart, so I'm gonna leave that there. So I'm not that, like, you're probably like, "Oh, you're saying, like,
Or you're
there
not liberal with your
there's
scores. You take everything into consideration.
taking everything in consideration, okay?
I love that.
Everything, and if you're a father, that also goes into it too, because my nieces and my nibblings are also very important to me because they're my friend's children, and yeah, I knew her before you, so for me,
Exactly.
you're low-key irrelevant in a lot of ways, but because you're a husband, you're in the circle, and so there has to be some type of, like
No, no, for real. These are the kids.
so, these are the kids that are gonna be babysitting my kids.
My children.
You know
Exactly.
what I mean? These are my kids' cousins, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
These are my nibblings, my kids' cousins, this is my family too. It's not just,
No.
so, yeah, but honestly, it makes it fun though. I'm loving it. It's making it fun for me because, like, I kind of enjoy this season of life, like, just seeing my friends, like, in different phases. I'm just, like,
Yes.
embracing it, and, like, this is just another way to embrace it. It's just, like, by
But you
having
know what?
some
You may call it ranking husbands. I call it building community, building your village around you.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
building your village. You're playing
exactly
your role in the village.
that.
You're
Mhm.
building your village. This is what I want. Because it's true, you have to be very mindful of, like, what do you wanna speak and to speak life, on your future life, like, for real. I want
Yeah.
my friends and my friends' husbands or partners to be cool with my friends and my husband's partners, our kids to be cool, like, 'cause I want us all to hang out together. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's pretty community,
It is.
the
This is the
birthday
beginning of it.
parties and, like, the stuff that happens with the kids as kids get older, the family reunions, it's just all the things, the
It
graduations, the
is.
parties, like, all the things just to uplift a child too, like, the children of the village. You have
It's
to be choose
important.
wisely.
It's important because, like you said, like, I'm like, it's not even just, like, me thinking about my future, it's, like, also, like, I like to participate in, like, my friends, like, in a healthy way because I wanna make sure that, like, like, in the future, they're my village, I'm being a villager to them as well too, you know?
Mhm.
So, part of that is, like, once you're a husband, it's like, okay, like, now it's like, okay, how are like, we can have our own, like, okay, like, I know you, you know me, kind of, like, getting to know your friend's husband because, like, when you're a boyfriend, honestly, like, I'm not really like it's cool, it's cute, but until you're getting
Right.
on that knee, then it's like, okay, like, you're serious, like, you're about to be part of our inner circle now, like, who are you?
Exactly.
Like, who are you? How are you gonna fit in? Like, what do you bring to, like, the group? So, yeah, no, I love that because I know, like, for you too, like, my family, like, my parents are kinda social, like, my mom has a lot of friends, I always grew up with, like, play aunts and uncles and things like that just from,
Same.
friends that she's kind of, like, collected all the way, like, that's just kind of, like, how I was raised, and I always really enjoyed that, like, having family friends. So
Yes.
and that starts now. It starts now when, like, people are starting to have kids and you're starting to, like, who's marrying
Right.
who, and, like, I think it's really important to, like,
You
kind
never know what could happen. I just told him,
yeah.
like, my husband, like, we're family friends, and it's
Mhm.
like, of course, it was very random how we met, but, like, I didn't know him, but still, it was still kinda cool, like, the relationships that, like, my parents made when they were in their 20s and 30s, just, finding community, building community in their organizations, and, like, in their city, ultimately landed to, like, building more family and love, which is, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here
So
yeah, it all connects.
it
So
all
be
connects.
picky, choosy, rank 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rank
rank
them.
them.
Like,
I
who
actually
like,
wanna start doing that
who are
too.
you?
That's a good idea. Imma start ranking. And husbands only. I love how you said husbands, not boyfriends, not
Yeah.
fiancés, not common law. No, husbands only.
Husbands only, like, you've made it like, I have one friend, like, I've literally known her husband for 10 years because they started dating in college, and girl, I didn't even know his last name, and love him to death. He's in the top tier, I will say that he's in the top tier, but, like, yeah, like, I've literally known him since I was 19 years old, you know what I mean? Like, but now he was not in the inner circle when he was a boyfriend, he was not. They just got married
No.
beginning of this year, beautiful wedding, but now he's in the circle, like, he is in the circle, like, you're
Mhm.
locked in now, like,
Rightfully so.
so, hey, husbands only. But yeah, so that's exciting. But yeah, grow your village, you guys. I really hope this conversation like made you laugh, made you think, and hope that you can like bring up some of these topics with your friends this week when you're on the phone, ask them like their lilac report. It's always nice to build community as we were
Yes.
talking about. Like part of that is just call up your girlfriends, call up your friends, your family, and just chatting it up. And this is a good way to kind of like get the conversation started. So don't forget to subscribe to us on all of our platforms. Give us a review, please, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. It really helps out. And please share this episode with a friend if you think that our podcast would be like your friend would love it. Definitely share it. We're definitely trying to grow our community, and that would be so helpful to us. But we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And until next time, bye.